Do you want everyone to hate your existence more than they already do? Well, that's impossible, but here's a guide on how to ruin the experience of everyone else in a Rivals game. Now, since we're trying to ruin everyone's experience and not just the enemies, we have to pick the right hero for the job. Now, the best two heroes that you want to pick is Hawkeye and Spider-Man. Hawkeye has his stupid one-shots from across the map, but the overall best hero if you want to ruin everyone's time is going to be Spider-Man, as it's really hard to MVP on Spider-Man without hard carrying, so you won't have to worry about getting ace. And that'll also mean that your teammates are more likely to think that you're shit at the game. Now remember, we are trying to just ruin everyone's experience and not throw the game, so if you're not experienced on Spider-Man, that probably isn't the go-to for you, so let's just assume that you're going to be playing Hawk. On screen there's a few other alternatives you can go with if you don't like Spider-Man or Hawkeye, but just avoid heroes like Namor who can contribute something to your team's backline. If you help out your healers too much, they might start getting attached to you, and that's not what we want. Now that you selected your hero, you need to know what to do when you load into the game. Well, the first thing you want to do after the hero bans, not before, is introduce yourself to the team. Bonus points if you can make your mic sound like shit. Now, we're not going to introduce ourselves like normal. I like to start out with this phrase. Hey team, let's all lock in and win this. I'm on a crazy loss streak. Last game I went 4-20, and my entire team was blaming me, but they don't understand that this is a team game, so hopefully we can actually lock in and win this. Once you say that phrase, it right away tells your team that you are fucking shit at the game and completely delusional. If your ego won't allow you to say that you went negative last game, then instead you can play some loud dubstep music into your mic and scream into your mic one of those 2015 cringy gaming video intros. Now right after that, or any time after in the game, someone might suggest for you to swap off DPS. If this happens to you, do not say that you one-trick the character. Instead, you want to say that tank and support roles are a waste of my talents. This will instantly piss off any healers or tanks on your team. Now when the game starts, you want to start playing the game like normal while talking a bunch of shit to your team.
You go heal, you stupid fuck.
Now there is a chance that you can get ace while doing this, especially if you're on Hawkeye, which is really bad as your team will like you more and think that you're just trolling. But if you notice you have ace and for example you have 10k damage, you want to say something into the mic like, I only have 5k damage and I'm the ace, you guys are dog shit. This will make your team feel worse about themselves since they're letting you get ace with only half the damage that you have, and hate you more for being an unnecessary asshole to tell the team that. As a matter of fact, if you do get ace in the game, just finish every sentence you say with I'm ace by the way. This will piss your team off. Now you might be wondering, are we just going to finish it off by playing the game normally and talking shit through the mic? Of course not. The next thing you want to do is tell your teammates what to do the entire game. But I'm not talking about just normal backseat gaming, which you should do by the way. I'm talking about telling your team to use abilities that you know are on a long cooldown. For example, if you have a Loki on your team, tell him to constantly put up his lamps way faster than the cooldown allows. Same thing with Mag, repeatedly ask him to bubble you. And if you do this the entire game, this should be enough to ruin your entire team's experience. But just in case it's not, here's 3 extra tips to help you. Anytime you need healing, or even if you're just full HP, just scream into your mic saying that you need heals and spam the heal ping. This works even better if you're out of the healer's line of sight while you're doing it. If your team comp isn't exactly 2-2-2, or if you don't have your favorite team up, yell at someone to swap. Even if you're on triple support, say that you need 2 tanks. And if anyone tells you to swap, remember, tank and support are a waste of my talents. And finally, an obvious one, if you die, blame the healers. Pick your favorite racial slurs to throw at them. It's their job to keep you alive, so if you die, they're basically throwing the game. Okay, now that we have your team hating your very existence, we need to know how to make the enemy hate you. Now, if you're playing Spider-Man, you want to target one guy, ideally someone like a Moon Knight or a support that strays away from their team, as this will allow you to inflict maximum mental damage onto them. But if you're playing Hawkeye, you just want to headshot every single person that you can. Now, whenever you get a kill, type things like NT, easy, paper free lobbies, or just a simple smiley face. If you keep killing one person on the enemy team, you might want to try typing, hey enemy, is your blank throwing? And if you're steamrolling the enemy, ask them if they have a DC. Unless, of course, if they actually have a DC, then don't ask them that. Unfortunately, you can't talk to the enemy through your mic, so that's all you can do, right? Well, it's not. If you start the game asking if anyone has a mic on the enemy team because you recognize a name from last game, someone might not think about it and just tell you the answer, because it's useless information, right? Well, if you do get a response, you want to target their ass the entire game. The reason behind this is that if you keep on killing someone, especially if you're playing Rage Bait Spider-Man, that person might yell at their team to help deal with you, which will inflict mental damage onto the entire team that can hear the voice chat. Just know that step is extremely extra, but it is something that can work. Congrats, you now mastered the ways of the gold Spider-Man main, and I now feel like I committed a war crime by uploading this video to YouTube.